Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Daily Vibration. But most importantly, I want to thank you for checking into yourself today. So happy Saturday to you. You guys know that Saturdays are ruled by Saturn, right? So if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. My name is Kamoy. And we are doing the Daily Vibration for today, May 29th, 2021. And the ruling number of the day is the number 3, my lovelies. All right. We also have the arrow of determination going through the date today. So there's a lot of energy popping off within the atmosphere today. So let's get on into this, right? So happy Saturday to you, my loves. Once again, thank you for checking into yourself. It is Revise and Revisit Saturday, right? So it's Reflect and Revise Saturday. You guys know what we do on Saturdays. We reflect and we revise, right? So today is Reflect and Revise Saturday. We are currently at day number 62 in our journey. We now have 38 more days left to go on our level up journey. So I'm actually really excited that we've been doing this now for 62 days. So we're more than halfway through a level up journey. We only have 38 more days left to go, y'all. That's just about a month, right? So today we are vibrating on the number 3. And you know the number 3 is tapping into manifestation energy, but it's also tapping into your imagination and having access to your memory, right? So we're talking about the mental plane here where you're able to utilize your imagination today. So why not hop on into that and make some changes via your imagination. Now, today, as we are reflecting and revising on Saturday, we're going to think about emotions today. And we're going to think about how you move through your emotions and whether or not you control your emotions or if your emotions control you, right? So, I got a phone call yesterday and I had an opportunity to speak to an amazing young lady. And as we unpacked the situation that she was going through, one of the conclusions that, we came through was what she was dealing with in the now moment wasn't really a now moment issue. It was actually a childhood issue that was showing up in a present experience, right? So as we were able to work through that, and we caught that this was really not something that's happening now. This is actually a trigger from something from the past. We were able to get her to a place where she can confront those emotions, feel those emotions, right? Allow those emotions to heal and then move forward. Now, I always tell you guys this, right? Whoever controls you emotionally, control what you think, control how you feel, control what you do, control what you don't do. So you can become an emotional puppet to others, or you can also become an emotional puppet to your own emotions, right? So as you're moving throughout the day, I want you to ask yourself this question. Are you allowing your emotions to act as indicators in your situation, or are you allowing your emotions to just take over and control the situation? Right? When we talk about emotions, we're talking about energy in motion. So whether it is a happy feeling or a sad feeling, or a feeling of frustration, you are to allow that energy in motion to move. You are not supposed to hold it. You're not supposed to try to box it in, right? You're supposed to let it flow. Energy is supposed to be in constant movement, right? This is why you can't ever say that you're in lack or in need of anything, because everything continuously flows, right? Everything continuously flows unless you, the individual, cut yourself off from that flow. So your emotions can teach you things also. Your emotions can become really great tools and a guide system for you along this path, right? So for example, an emotion of frustration can take you into a place where you begin to reevaluate things to see maybe where you are compensating more in one area and not bringing balance to a next, right? So now you're frustrating yourself. Your emotions can cause you to maybe attend something much higher within yourself, right, than you would normally do based on somebody else's opinion. Like, and what I mean by that, self love can actually tap you into attending, right, the love within, and not really paying attention to what's going on outside of you, right? So that self-love energy, that energy of self-love, is also energy in motion, right? Fear is also energy in motion. So if you don't confront your fear and allow those emotions to flow, you can be stagnant, you can be stuck. You can keep repeating a cycle that is not beneficial to you if you allow your emotions to control you instead of you controlling your emotions. So your emotions are supposed to be indicated. They're supposed to be warning signs of the energy that you are interacting with, right? Emotions can let you know whether or not you want to stop and revise, whether or not you want to move forward and accomplish something, whether or not you may need to be patient, and allow time to flow, whether or not you may want to walk lightly into a situation, whether or not you may need to walk boldly into a situation, whether or not you're operating in forgiveness versus unforgiveness. So your emotions can clue you into so much wonderful things. Your emotions is also how you begin to manifest into this third dimensional realm. Okay, so it can bring in a lot of great information, and it can also be a guiding tool for you along your journey. All right, so don't allow your emotions to control you. You want to be the one that's in control of your emotions and allow them to work for you and not against you. Okay. So once again, today is Saturday, May 29th, 2021. We're vibrating under number 3. We currently have the sun in Gemini, right? And we had the moon in Cancer, my love, right? Now, as the not Cancer, what am I saying? We have the moon in Capricorn, my love, okay? And with the moon being in Capricorn, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and we're talking about energy that can be very ordered and structured, and this is where the law and governmental systems, that energy dwells, right? So people can find that today they want to be a little bit more structured, and a little bit more organized as far as their emotions are concerned when it comes to how they're thinking and processing things today. So you can find that energy in the atmosphere today. Okay, so your job, my love, is to be able to get to a place within your life where you're honest and truthful with self. Okay, that's your job. Okay, to be authentically who you truly are. Right now, one of the things that we talk about all the time when we are going through just your zodiac, when I do the tarot, right, I explain to you guys that you are not just responsible for mastering your sun sign, but you're also responsible for mastering all 12 aspects of the zodiac wheel, right? So we're talking about from Aries season all the way down to Pisces season, right? Because all 12 aspects of the zodiac wheel are aspects of your psyche. Okay, so we're going to start off your messages today with the air element, because we're in Gemini season. The air element is going to be Gemini, Libra, as well as Aquarius, right? And when we're doing the tarot cards, this represents your mental and your spiritual thinking. Okay, now if you are not an air sign but you want to tap into the air archetype, you can tap into the Gemini energy by I think versus I think not, and that energy is ruled by Mercury, and it's all about communication, right? But you can also tap into the Libra's energy, I balance versus I balance not, and that's Venus's energy. Okay, Aquarian energy, you can tap into that also, I know versus I know not. What do you know? What do you understand about what you know, right? That brings in Uranus's energy, but that energy can be a little bit rebellious, and it's definitely all about being unique, one of a kind, and original. Okay, now if you are not any of the air element, this is how you will be able to tap into the element, by using their archetypes. All right, now your message today is stuck in the mud, and it's paired with big vision. All right, now when this card pops up, stuck in the mud, it's an indicator, my loves, that you have pretty much done everything that you can in this situation, right? And you may need to change your perspective or change your view on the situation. You may need to change the vision, change the plan, or revise the plan. maybe not fully change it, but revise it, right? Stuck in the mud means that if you push any further along this path, you're going to find that you get even more frustrated, that you feel like things are not moving, even at a bigger rate than they weren't before, right? You can find that you just become in a loop of constantly trying to do something that's not working for you, right? This card is paired with big, bold vision, which lets you know that it is time definitely to revise your vision. Okay, if you find that you're going at something today and it's just, you keep getting shut down and you keep getting blocked in a particular area, you may want to sit and think and maybe revise the vision and maybe even dream bigger, right? And not limit yourself as much. Okay, now that's going to be the message for the air elements. Now we're going to do the wonderful, wonderful water element next. Okay, if you are a water sign, that is going to be Cancer. It's also going to be Scorpio and Pisces. If you are not a water sign, you can tap into your feelings or your emotions. Okay, so Cancer's energy is going to be I feel versus what you feel not, and that energy is ruled by the moon. So we're talking about instincts and intuition here, right? And then you can tap into Scorpio's energy, I desire versus I desire not. And Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and Mars' energy, and that's about transformation, right? Pisces, if you can tap into that element, you can use the archetype of I understand versus I understand not, right? Pisces is ruled by Neptune and Jupiter, and that's really about service and sacrifices. Okay, so you can tap into the water element even if you're not a water sign by using these archetypal energies. Okay, and today you have dry desert, and dry desert is paired with softly the tender touch as your wisdom. Now, dry desert shows up, it means, my love, that it's really asking you to pay attention to the toxic things in your life and maybe where you have given more than you need. I kind of feel like this message is very similar to the air energy. What are you overcompensating of? That's not bringing balance, but it's causing more friction, right? Then it's causing love. It's causing more frustration, and it's causing you to have a peace of mind and to walk in your wholeness, right? Dry desert asks you to look at the circumstances around you, right? You keep putting in time and energy and maybe even emotions into the situation, and it's like that saying, you're trying to beat a dead horse. And it's just dead. So this energy means that you're trying to still force something into being that no longer lives. That's just not there anymore, right? So it's asking you to just pay attention to yourself within this energy. Watch what you're speaking, all right? You want to speak words of tenderness back into your life, right? And you may even want to, and what I'm getting here with this energy, not be so rigid in your emotions, okay? Not be so dry maybe in your response today. Not be so cold maybe in your response today. Not be so short, tempered in your response today, okay? Today you may need to operate with more sensitivity and compassion, my wonderful water elements, as you're moving throughout this energy, okay? Especially the moon is in Capricorn, so that energy is about utilizing things and being able to use things in the manner in which they're there to be used, okay? So just be mindful as you're moving throughout the day today, okay? As don't allow your emotions to control you, where your response to things could be a little bit dry. And condescending is also one of the things that I'm hearing too. So be mindful of that. Okay. All right, now we're going to move on over to the fire energy. If you are a fire sign, that is going to be Aries, Leo, and the wonderful Sagittarius. If you are not a fire sign, all right, you can tap into the fire energy, which is going to be your intuitive energy, perception. But this is also going to be about being able to take action, and movement may be required within this fire energy, okay? So if you are not an Aries, you can tap into the I am energy versus the I am not, all right? That's ruled by Mars, and that's first house energy. So we're talking about protection energy as well as the warrior type energy, right? Leo's energy, you can tap into Leo energy, right? Leo's energy's archetype is I will versus I will not. That's being able to balance your ego, right? That energy is ruled by the sun, stepping into your confidence, allowing things to shine. Now, we also have Sagittarius's energy, right? I perceive versus I perceive not, okay? Ruled by Jupiter, my love, and this is about expansion, as well as travel here within this house, okay? Now, let's just see. Your message today is coming apart and is paired with collaborative dreaming. All right, so the coming apart card means that you could be trying to force something into being that is not meant to be. All right. So, and no matter how much you try to make this unfold, it is just not meant to be. You cannot force people, right, into doing the things you want them to do and think that it's going to be sustained forever. All right. So, you need to learn that. People are going to do what they wanted to do when they want to do it and with whom they want to do it. Okay. So stop trying to force people and doing things that they don't want to do, especially if you find that things are unraveling and coming apart. You might as well allow the pieces to fall where they will, right? And then really recenter yourself, right? And begin to cultivate new relationships and have a collaborative dream, right? Meaning that you can find like-minded people. You can. You can find like-minded people to collaborate with you, or to even I want to say see the world in the way in which you see it, right? You don't have to force your belief systems in anyone, right? There are tribes out here that's finding each other right now, so find your tribe. All right. Okay, my lovelies. Last but not least, we have the wonderful earth element. If you are not an earth sign, this is going to apply to the physical realm. Okay, so this has to do with the house, the car, the bills, the kids, and the responsibility that comes there in taking care of those things. Okay, you have Taurus energy showing up, as well as Capricorn's energy and the Virgo's energy within the earth element. If you are not a Taurus, you can tap into the I have versus I have not energy, and that's Venus's energy, right? So that's money and stability that you're going to be looking at. And then you can also tap into Capricorn's energy, which is all about I use versus I use not. How are you utilizing things in your life? Are they living within the purpose? Are you being used within the purpose in which you're created, right? And this is Saturn's energy, so we're talking about order and structure here, right? And then you also have Virgo's energy, I analyze versus I analyze not, right? And we are talking here about communication, because this is ruled by Mercury, right? But communication around your health and well-being is what you're going to look at within this energy. So even if you are not an earth sign, you can tap into any one of these archetypes and balance them out in your life, okay? You have the home card and inspiration popping up today. When the home card pops up, it's asking you to take a look at what's going on at home. And for some of you, it's really taking a look at what's going on within you. If things are not right at home, you can find that things externally may not also be balanced, right? It's asking you to find a new way to bring inspiration into the home today. And this doesn't matter if you're single with the family, right? You can find an inspirational way to make your home feel like the oasis is supposed to be. You should not be leaving your job or leaving the world and coming into your home and not feeling like you're in a place of bliss or inspiration. You really need to be mindful of that. Create that space for yourself within your home that you can come home and relax, that you can come home and feel loved, that you can come home and feel wanted, that you can come home and feel valued, right? Create the space that you need. Pay attention to what's going on at home today, and you may have to find inspirational ways to solve problems, okay? All right, my loves. Y'all know I appreciate each and every one of you. It is Reflect and Revise Saturday, all right? Pay attention to your emotions. Allow them to be indicators on this journey. Don't allow your emotions to control you. Now, I want to say this, all right? Don't be afraid of the dark, okay? Out of darkness comes enlightenment, my love. And do something kind for yourself today. Love yourself today. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's Daily Vibration. Bye, my loves.